Hey adventurers, it's Ramen Quest and the Japan Expedition. 47 prefectures, and I'm gonna see them all. Number 46. Akita, Day 2. Today was a bit of a rough start. Waking up at 4:30 a.m., it was a bit of a sleepy mental struggle to get going that morning. But I knew I had to catch the 5:50 train to get to Kakunodate by a decent time for a decent price. I arrived at 7 o'clock, and absolutely nothing opened until 9. Oh, and it was raining. Finding a dry place to sit, I listened to the rain until it was close to 9, and then made my way to the Merchant District and the Ando Miso Storehouse. The Ando Miso Storehouse is a traditional and historical shop and museum that sells not just miso, but also Iburigakko, an Akita special pickled and smoked daikon. It's an unusual taste combining savory smoke with sweetly sour pickles, but I liked it. The storehouse contains a wide variety of samples that you are free to try and a small restaurant in the back. Next, I made a brief stop at the Nishiomiya House, an old trader house that is now a museum crossed with a traditional restaurant. I arrived by 10 and looked at the museum, which, since the door was just left unlocked, I didn't realize wasn't actually open to the public until 11 o'clock. But no one saw me and no one stopped me, so... Whoops. The museum was quite small, and with so much time before the restaurant opened, I opted to skip it and instead make my way to the samurai district. Kakunodate is quite famous in Japan for having what is considered to be one of the best preserved, still functioning samurai household areas. Most of the houses in the area are closed to the public, as descendants of the original families still live there. But a few of the households have been fully converted into living museums, open to be explored. The Aoyagi house is the best stop, as it has extensive English services for any travelers who might not be proficient in Japanese. Ando Miso also owns a small shop along this street in case you don't want to travel all the way to their main shop. But this one is much more busy. However, it does sell another of Akita's delicacies outside. Miso Kiritanpo, a type of mashed rice baked on a stick coated in salty, savory miso. Once again, I was on a timer, as I needed to catch the local train to Tazawako Station, or pay another 2,000 yen to catch the Shinkansen. There is a large tourist information center where you buy all of your tickets to get around, and can get maps and information there. Originally, upon arriving in Tazawako, I wanted to catch the boat to Tatsuko Statue and take the bus back to the station. But the boats by this time were not stopping, so I had to take the bus on a round trip around the lake. The Tazawako Lake area is well known for its many onsen hot spring locations, so if you have the time and money, I recommend staying the night or planning a full day trip here. The major thing to see here is the famous Tatsuko statue. The legend here is that a beautiful girl named Tatsuko came to the lake and prayed to stay beautiful forever. The gods, angered by her vanity, instead turned her into a dragon, upon which she threw herself into the lake. Tazawako Lake itself is the deepest lake in Japan and is a magical aqua blue that this footage does not do justice to. My last day here was a little rushed, as I had to catch precise trains, and my final Shinkansen home was no different. Akita is certainly a place where it's better to rent a car, since there were many things I had to cut out simply because it's difficult to travel there with public transportation. But with or without your ability to drive, it's still a worthwhile spot to try to get out to. See you next time! Hey, like, comment, and subscribe for a chance to get a postcard from Akita. Thanks, adventurers! Next time on Ramen Quest, Aomori!